Yeah, this is the 4K camera. It took an hour to charge, but... All right. Hey everybody, it's Mecha Madness. Yeah, I'm wearing my social distancing mask. So, today at Battle of Games, we just played a quick Alpha Strike game at 600 points in under 2 hours. Again, Alpha Strike is faster than Classic. But I wanted to walk you through the scenario. For this, you're going to see all of the gameplay each turn, how many mechs were destroyed, and I'll show you sheets in a minute. So really quick, let me go ahead and give you a quick walkthrough of the table. My opponent, Tim. One more time, Tim. So, what happens, you have a research facility. The first 2 buildings are just extra, they don't count. So you have 3 heavy buildings, 1 generator, research apartment complex, the research building itself. There's 1 building missing, we gotta put it back. And then you have tower, and you have this last structure. So for damage purposes, all the buildings were rated as 7, so they take 7 points of Alpha Strike damage, which is roughly 70 in Battletech to go away. The walls take 7, so 7 and 7. Yeah, let me grab the last building. Now, the number one thing is lane control. Tim set up the trees, I just dropped the walls on the table. And the game was kind of rough at first for Tim, because he didn't know what to expect, but all in all, it was a fun game had by all. So, I'll drop the list in the comments for myself and then take pictures of his cards. So my list consisted of a 3-mech command lance of the Marauder, the Goliath, and the Longbow. Recon lance of a Bushwhacker, Raptor, Cicada, and Hellspawn. But of course you'll find the list in the link posted in the description below. I had an infantry platoon and I had 2 infantry platoons. Can't find one right now, but that's what I was rocking with. And then I had a C3 lance of the Blackhawk KU, Warhammer AD, Thanatos, and the Argus. So right now what we're doing is we're setting up how Javon would have been the attacker, not the defender, for this battle. So Tim's list is Wolf Dragoon's box plus another couple of really beautiful clan mechs. So as you look at the table, you have the research facility. You can't miss the tower. The tower's too big. You have the Mecha Loop from Crescent Hawk's Inception. Haha. You have the rest of the buildings on the left flank of the table. So I'm going to put this down and pause. Be right back. Get the camera up so they can see me. Alright, boys and girls, so what this is effectively a quick run through of what I would have done different as the attacker. So, rolling for initiative, let me get this out. I rolled a 7.
That's a 6.
Okay, so I won deployment. As I have excess amount of units, let me go through really quick. And this is from the camera's point of view. In the middle of your screen, just over the trees, are 3 objective buildings. Research facility, dormitory, engineering, generator. Then over to the middle of the table, out in the open, is the Mecha Loop facility. Behind the trees are a tower and the other dormitory. So roughly 6 targets to take out. We're using 12-inch deployment zones, so let me put the tape measure out there. And the goal is to wipe out the targets without getting wiped out myself. So let me move the camera over. That way you can get a clear shot of my deployment strategy. As you go through with the camera, you notice that there's a big open spot I don't want to be anywhere near. So what I'm going to do is focus on over here with 12 inches. So I want deployment. Tim would deploy first. He has effectively 2 lances and 2 extra mechs or 2 stars, however you want to count your 10. 12-inch deployment zone, and I know that he has to stop me from shooting up this stop. Ooh, scary. All right. Oh, he's gonna put the annihilator in the trees this time.
Yes.
All right. So, for the sake of speed, go ahead and deploy that whole first unit that I'm going to deploy. Because I outnumbered Tim. My list has 21 units, his has 10. So effectively, I have 2 more than he does. I need to grab that infantry spot where guys got wiped out by falling balloon damage. Where are they? Did I pick them up at all? This one. Okay, there's the red ones. Where's the green ones? Green ones. They're on X.
All right, starts deployed.
Okay. Okay. So I have a LRM carrier lance. I'm running LRM primitives. Let me swing this back over. I'm running primitive LRM carriers. They only move about 6 inches a turn. So I know once they get done doing their job, if they're not out the way, they'll be wiped out. And granted, I'm not supposed to escape with 100% of my force. And if you see my little buggers, no, it's on a hex base. My infantry team, my green infantry team. I got my red ones. I don't see the green ones. All right. So really quick on the list. Primitive LRM carriers are on the next page. And I run flatbed trucks with LRMs. So LRM carriers move 6 inches a turn. I can move them up, and in 2 turns they can fall back. That way I have better effective range on targets I want to hit.
I did not see your green infantry.
Don't worry about it. 2. And I'll take care of that with next. So 3, 4. That's my first lance. My flatbed trucks are a little bit quicker on the draw, and they're smaller and down to the, they're so small they're almost invisible, and they blend in well with the terrain. So what I'm going to do is park them up on the hill, or even in the trees. They're so small, and it will force my opponent to really do target priority of what he wants to hit. So boom, boom, there. All right, so let me zoom into where they're at. There's my trucks. So it'll be Tim's next unit. Ooh, big scary Kingfisher comes out to play. So does the Executioner. Warhammer 2C.
Trakina's over here.
And a Trakina is hiding behind the trees, kids. Flanked by a blackjack, so that's scary enough. Okay, so, and down here in the horrifying, scary place of the Unisphere, I just want to show you real quick where the big, scary assault force from Doom is hiding. Right here in the middle of the base. Welcome back. So he has finished deploying. That means I need to hurry up and finish deploying mine. So, because I won and I know where he's set up and we kind of skipped order, let me go through really quick and zoom out.
I still have 2 elementals to set up.
Yeah, and I need to catch up to you is what I'm saying. So, I need a spot team. And I can't find my other infantry group. I'm over it. I'm gonna put. Go for it. So up on the hill, I'm gonna place an infantry platoon at 4 points. No one really cares about infantry, especially with an ineffective short range. My other infantry platoon would have set up on top of this tower right here on the roof, looking straight at the targets. That way I would have had 2 effective spotters covering the targets that I wanted. Now, on my list, flatbed trucks do high up one piece. Turn one, I'm just going to drive behind the hill, that way I'm not in direct line of fire for the targets. But let's talk about the next for a second. I want to hurt his forces psychologically. Like, I really do want to go in his backs in ways he's not expecting. But effectively, let's go with the command lance first. The command lance has...
I think he just wandered up to the front of the back.
Oh, well, go tell him. Go catch him. His name is Harvey. His name is Harvey. Just go say hi. Harvey. Yeah, like Harvey Dent.
Harvey? Yeah. Come on, bud.
So, right there, longbow Goliath. Goliath's going to go into combat. Marauder's going to sit in the trees and snipe.
How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Yeah.
I'm making it. I'm right.
All right. So,
Nice to meet you, man. I'm Tim.
Tim, nice to meet you.
yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So, cavalry lance would have set up in the trees. They could go get some quick and effective damage in. With the Black Hawk being the C3 commander, he would have sat in the back of the trees. I'll put this down so I can use both hands. Warhammer would have stayed out, long range. And Argus would have joined turn 1. If it would stand up. So now that leaves the question of what to do with the Recon Lance, especially 12 inches. Recon Lance is designed to harass, flank, annoy, and piss off, and effectively be a second cavalry, but wouldn't be over here out in the open getting murdered turn 1 or 2. Cavalry would go through right next to the wall, and on the ground. That way, turn 1, we can actually get off to the races, get in some terrain, and just spot for artillery. So, with that being said, we're going to back out and show you effective combat range of indirect fire. So, 42 inches for long range. I never have to leave my parking spot. I just need a spotter. Hey, let me move the camera. I just need a spotter to give me eyes on the generator, but I still have all the buildings up that I can stop. So he has to get around her through the walls. And as we rotate over here, same thing. The command lance would have helped snipe out the tower as well as the dormitory, and we would have fell back in under 3 turns, but combined with fire. So that would have forced my opponent to rush across an open field through the command lance, a Goliath 5D, which he would have annihilated. And even with his, I forgot where his annihilator went in the trees, but still would have been an uphill battle nonetheless.
Something that big being hidden, huh?
Yeah. Because it's a Turkina. Oh, okay. So yeah, underneath the tree, annihilator. So the annihilator, with the upgraded skill 2, sniping from a hidden position, would have had open choice of destroying the cannon fodder, not the effective shooters. But we're going to go through one turn really quickly to show you exactly how I would have done it. So these are your dice set. I can't find my other infantry today. Well, I can't. It's like I have a little hex space squad of infantry, 4 guys on it. I don't know where I put them. I gotta go check the card in the bag. I don't see one here.
Yeah, I don't see me in there.
Initiative. I roll rolled a 5.
I know when I blew up the building.
I took it down. I just know where I put it. So I rolled a 5 for initiative.
That's a 5.
Alright, so reroll. 6.
That's a 10.
Alright, so you win. Alright, because I outnumbered him effectively 2 to 1, I'm going to say that Ellerum carriers are not moving. Ellerum carriers are not moving. I will move the trucks, so let me bounce over to the trucks and get them out of line of sight of his stations. So that's 8 units, and the infantry teams are not moving, so that's 10. So you can move your first one.
Alright. So, let me see. I'm gonna keep the elemental over here spotting.
Okay. Let me get over there. So the elementals have jumped up to the top to be his spotters effectively across the field. So you can move your first group unit of max.
Blackjack's gonna jump up here, or
Walk
up
down.
here. Now, these guys, if I remember right, they can only move 8 inches, except the executioner, which can move 10. Alright. We're just going to plant ourselves right here. And that's it. That's my first unit.
Okay, so the lance that I currently have, Goliath is going to sit still and take a shot. Longbow back here is going to stay still. The Marauder, however, is going to venture to the front 4 inches to have a better angle of attack. Okay, you're next. Your archer, rifleman have already moved. Did the archer move and did the annihilator move?
No, they did not.
Okay, so move your next, then I'll move my next.
The Annihilator and the Archer's going to stand still.
All right. So now we're going to flip over to this end.
And the
Hold on.
Timberwolf.
You want initiative, so I need to move.
Oh, sorry.
So, yeah. All right, you're good. I keep you honest. All right. So what we're doing, and what we're looking for effectively is a first clearing splash of the objectives and an immediate pullout. Knowing what the objectives are, and the fact that they're taller than some of the structure, what I'm going to do is take the bushwhacker, get him up to line of sight. I'm going to jump with the cicada 16 inches. The hellspawn's going to jump his 12 inches. And then the raptor is going to walk up the hill, hit the trees, and look to his left. So that's my recon lance and a quick go of reality check. Granted, I know that the rifleman can see my recon lance, but if he can smash my recon lance in one go, that's perfectly acceptable. It's just him trying to beat statistics. So now, he has his last group to move with the Mad Cat and the Marauder. 2, and then I have to move my guys to 1, so give me 1 second. So these guys are about to walk up the lane. Five inches. Ah, fell over again. Blast it, blast it.
Those trees are bad luck.
No, they're fine. Gonna jump. And we're gonna jump. Checking my C3, perfect. So I got 2 jumpers. So, effectively, this squad over here decided to get eyes on targets, get ready for disposition. So, last moves on your team, and then we'll do the dice rolling and wrap this up.
That's funny.
What is? Oh, the trees are so thick you can't shoot out of them?
No,
Yeah.
I can. Look at the red line on your infantry.
Oh, well. I only did them for a turn. Literally. All right. So, move your last guys, and then I'm going to shoot.
Just a marauder. I wish I could just jump this on top of the tree and just keep it there, but I don't think the tree would actually be able to handle. Would that be possible or no?
I wouldn't do it. I'm concerned about models falling and breaking.
Oh no, the little elements is wide enough.
Got it. Okay. So,
I'm just trying to see where I should move this last model.
go for it.
I mean, I guess I can stand on top of the wall.
Ding. All right. So, mission is no witnesses or destroy the research facility. On top of the building in the back. I can't find it, so I'm just going to say model would be 2 levels tall, infantry unit spotting out against the generator in the back of the line, and everyone else can handle their own targets. So, starting off with shooting. Warhammer, Bushwhacker, let me back up so you can see them. Whammy and Bushwhacker versus the tower up front.
I didn't move the Takino and the blackjack there.
Go ahead and move it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
and move
they moved.
it. Okay.
It only has a 4-inch, so I moved
No
it.
problem. So Warhammer, because of the C3 network, will fire us at short range at this building. Bushwhacker will actually have to roll. So the Bushwhacker will be a skill 4, 5, 6, -4, need snake eyes. So 4, 7 damage. Bushwhacker hits. You don't fire with snake eyes, Warhammer hits. Objective 1, destroy. Infantry team that is spotting the tower in the back. That is long range. So I'm skill 3. Skill 3 is going to be indirect 1. Long range is 8. Not moving. I need to roll 4s. So roll number 1 hits. 3 points of damage. Roll number 2, 4 hits. Number 3 hits. Generator destroyed. So take that out. Move that out the way. Let me go back. Now you're like, so who's going to take out the building in the middle? We'll get to that. Recon next it jumped. So we have the Raptor, skill 4, medium range, 5, 6, -2. And I'm firing out a tree, so that's an 8 -4, I need a 4. I hit. I rolled a 6. Let me put the 6 on screen so you don't say I'm cheating. 3 points of damage. Cicada, skill 4, jumped, so that's 4, 6, 8, -4. I'm sorry, partial cover because of the wall. 9, I need a 5. Hits. Same thing with the Hellstorm. 5 hits. So all 3 buildings have been wiped out on the left flank. We're done with that conversation. So now, this entire group has fired, but I still got Greenbacks out here looking at a marauder. So the Thanatos that walked out of the trees is effectively at medium range, so its entire unit shooting is at medium range. So the Thanatos is a skill 4, 5, 6. I need a 7 to hit Marauder. Hits for 4 points of damage. Commander is a 6. Hits. Another 4 points of damage. And then where's the other 2?
That's a critical.
And then the Argus.
Critical.
Yeah, I roll a critical. And then cock, roll 7. So I just did 14 points of damage to the Marauder. Is he still up?
Yes, he is.
How much you got left?
Actually, yeah, that's 14 exactly. Yep.
Yep, he's out. The Argus overheating for 1, so 1 mech is gone. And that's just the objectives over here. Over here, it's going to be a little bit more complex, but it can still happen. So let's switch sides of the field. Remember, we have Longbow, Goliath, Marauder, infantry team, and 4 trucks. Looking at a tower and looking at mechs coming down the street. So, shooting. Marauder has eyes, and we're going to go across with the tape right there. Oops. On that. Infantry team at the bottom of your screen is spotting, so we're going to go ahead and take that. The Marauder walked up there, skill 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for long range, 9 for partial cover, need a 5. Hits, 2 points of damage at long range. So now, how do I wipe out everything in one go? Can. This turn, next turn I can finish it off. So what I'm going to do is take the longbow that didn't move, also at long range, skill 4, 8, 9 for indirect. The spotter has a clear line of sight, still has partial cover, so I need a 6. Nope, I missed. Rolled a 2 and a 2. Oh, how terrible. Okay, so then I have the 4 trucks. Trucks don't have direct line of sight, but it is 4 base, 5 for indirect, 9 partial cover from the spotter is 10. Need 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that building's almost gone.
All right.
That's total 6 damage. Now, I do have a direct fire shot at an enemy mech over here. Goliath, you'll get partial cover. Skill 4 didn't move, so it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 points of damage to your Warhammer.
5 points?
Yep.
All right.
Just to let you know I was there. So, Mr. Warlock, how would you stop me?
You asked that question.
I was hoping for partial cover on my Warhammer.
I gave you partial cover. So one turn, the objective is 50% complete of wiping out buildings. We have one building in the middle that's on the left of your screen, that's out in the open. And then we have the 2 right there. Can he outrun me and catch me and hurt my feelings? We don't know. So, shoot me back. Us.
All right.
Where did I put my shoes?
That she's right.
Oh, yeah. He set the table for right now. I really had to build it. That's it.
All right. So on this side, I'm gonna have my elemental spot for the Goliath.
Okay.
Takina is gonna go ahead and move on or shoot indirect fire.
Okay.
See if it'll work. How much is that?
Okay, so range-wise, you should be at long. I got it. Oh, yeah. You should be long by 2 inches.
So 4, 5 for indirect fire.
9, 10.
So I'm hitting on 10s. Alright. Nope,
8.
that's an 8. Archer. So Archer's gonna go ahead and fire also.
Okay. Archer's in the big tree. I'll put an arrow on the screen.
Alright.
So, again, 10. No.
That is a 6 again. And who else? And now,
Direct fire shots.
yeah,
Let me get a
Timberwolf.
picture here in a bit.
Timberwolf on this. Because I don't know the name of it.
That's the Thanatos.
That's a what?
Thanatos. I'm out in the open, so it's a +4. The Marauder, it would have been partial cover, but the Mad Cat's full shot.
Gotcha.
I'm going to move the camera down so they can see the action.
Okay.
Appreciate it. So,
That's a 9 to hit.
okay, so who's he shooting?
The Mad Cat, Timberwolf.
Is he skill 3 or skill 4?
Skill 3.
Oh yeah, he hit. Dead on. How much?
7.
Okay. So Thanatos taking 7. That's armor.
All armor strip.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Now the Marauder's gonna have its last hit of revenge before it goes down. Skill 4. That is 8.
He needed a 9.
I need a 9. Alright.
But Thanatos is like, well, I'm leaving. That was fun. Okay,
Alright.
so direct fire shots over here.
Annihilator on what can I hit? That's on partial cover.
Where is the Annihilator? Point to it.
Oh. Annihilator is right here.
Okay. Oh, in the trees. All right.
Yes. So as far as getting any kind of hits going, can't see anything except the infantry.
Shoot the infantry. So, long range,
Partial cover means I'm
Trees.
shooting out of trees.
and they're a small target, so it's going to be a plus, so +7. You need a 9.
Yep, because he's shooting on a skill of 2.
No,
That's not a 9.
that's a 5.
Ah.
The immaterial light.
Yep. Warhammer on the Goliath.
All right. So it's going to be medium range. Partial cover, TMM of 0. So it's going to be +3. Item move.
Alright. That's a 5. I miss.
Okay.
I am rolling a lot of 5s.
Shoot.
Now, as far as the Indirect fire goes, do I have anything left?
You got the Executioner and the Kingfisher at either the Marauder, the Infantry, or the Goliath.
Well, they can't see anything, so that is not a thing. But the rifleman can shoot directly across from it at the little light mech right there.
The Raptor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Medium range, so it's going to be +7.
Alright. That's another.
Let's shoot 2. What's your skill? 11. All right, so that is turn 1, and we're halfway done with the objectives. We got 3 out of 6. So with initiative, I'm going to go ahead and roll. I rolled boxcars. I own the initiative. Let's see boxcars. Cool.
Nope.
All right, so are your spotters moving or not?
Spotters are not moving.
Okay. So trucks are not moving. Elevator carriers are not moving. Infantry is not moving. So you're next one.
Alright, so Timberwolf is going to pull a full retreat.
stay and play with me?
No,
Why not?
definitely not.
Okay.
Too many things coming in.
Fight me!
And there's also nothing to defend over there, so why?
Yeah. Alright, so let me get my unit over there. I'm going to take over the recon unit really quickly and have them go after the next target. Again, you know, recon units are a dime a dozen, but we're still not doing that suicide or destruction thing. So we're going to hop over for 16 in the trees. I don't think he has 16, just 2, 9, definitely. So yeah. I don't want to jump out of Memphis off the bat. I'm not saying I don't like them, it's just I don't want to get jumped. Alright?
They just want to give you a hug.
I don't do hugs. Okay. House spawns, trees, and then we're going to take the raptor for a spin. So,
That Myanmar is in the way, though. Don't you want it to move out the way so we can hug you easier?
no hugs. No hugs. So that's going to be all 10 punches right there. No hugs. No hugs. Alright, you're next, Lance.
Alright. Did not mean to punt my elementals.
It happens. But the Annihilators moved up the street. The Annihilator wants to come out and play. We don't want to see the Annihilator. Unless we're dumping 15 missiles into him.
Alright. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of crying games about to go down. Okay, so we only need one spotter, and then do I have a second spotter? Yes, I do. Gotcha. Yeah, got your spotter. We're good.
Alright. Actually, I can move one more. Come down off the hill. Alright.
Alright. So, command last, we're going to hunker down on the island. We'll get that. And we'll turn somewhere. Okay. So, expected everyone's time. And it goes to the hot for 10, get a line of sight on the building. Blackjack is going to hop his 10 up top, so he gets 5. And then 5 is just going to cross back across the field. As he can. Alright. So, moving over. We took the Argus to the other side of the trees. We took the Black Hawk to spot, and the Thanatos also jumped. So let me put the jump modifiers down for 2 3s. All right.
So I guess me picking a nice forest to go by because I like the aesthetic of it was a very bad idea for me.
No, it wasn't a bad idea. It's one thing to not know what you're getting into and you set terrain versus I don't trust him and I want to make sure I have a shot. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. So, Hurton, let's make this happen. Because the way I'm looking at it is that if the Goliath goes down, that's an acceptable loss. I don't want to lose the longbow. I need one point of damage, maybe 2 to finish off that one. I have a spotter, I have 2 spotters, and I'm going to knock out the other tower, and the next turn, game's over.
Alright, that's good. So Archer has a line of sight on a Goliath, so that's
Do it. Let's go. Let's go.
Archer's
All right.
a 3.
So let's look at range really quick.
3, 4, 5.
Should be, no, long. Off of my base.
So
Yeah.
close.
No, push your mech back. Push your mech back. Put them forward. That's medium. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright. Hitting on 6s. Let's go. Nope.
Okay. Goliath is like, everybody loves me.
I think, let's see, something. Anything like that I can do? Oh, Kingfisher has an indirect fire of 1.
Why are you going to indirect fire when you can see me?
Can I?
Yeah.
Alright, I just didn't know.
All 3 of those mechs can see the Goliath.
I just thought this was a level 2 base because this is level 1 right here, level 2 right here.
No. Alpha Strike is true line of sight. I have level 3 hills. They're at my house.
Oh.
He knows the level 3 hills.
Okay. Hey, if it's true line of sight, then there we go. I'll definitely take that. So yeah, Kingfisher. 4, 5, 6, 7 for partial cover.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
That
Hey, finally hit.
How much?
6 damage. That's a 9.
No, and if the Goliath hits me, I mean the Gladiator hits me, Executioner,
Yeah.
Gladiator, Executioner, whatever it is.
So, Executioner. 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope.
Okay. So, I can.
Yep.
Alright.
Because I don't think the blackjack can hit from right here.
Well, the Blackjack has a crack at the longbow, long range. Longbow didn't move, so it's 4, 5, plus it's a gunnery skill.
Hitting on 9.
Ding, ding.
Nope, that's an 8.
Alright, so now, let's crack these buildings and call this a day. Okay, so infantry is going to spot red building in the back when you zoom in. Got a nice little gray and red building that's literally at the edge of the tree. Go ahead and roll it. We're going right there.
I also have the
Didn't
element
move,
too.
so skill 4, long range, indirect, that's 9, 10, minus 4, any 6s.
That should be a hit, right? 4, 5, 6.
Are you in short range? No.
Gone now.
6s. Goodbye, small red building. It's gone. That was the last point of damage. Goes in a bin. Alright, now we're going to come from here, zoom back out. We're going to take the other 3 buildings with the other spotter and start pounding the tower. Now, before we pound out the tower's last rights, we're going to appreciate the tower for what it is, a target. So, starting off with the longbow in the back, let's go down on the camera really quick. There's your longbow, there's your target. Then you have the other 3 trucks, and you have the Marauder offering fire support. So let's start off with the longbow.
Explosions imminent.
Explosions all day long. Welcome to Alpha Strike 42. Oh, yes. Don't need a spotter, I can see it. So it's going to be long range, didn't move. Skill 4, long range, didn't move. 7, no partial cover. So minus 4, 3. Welcome. Bang, that's 4 points of damage. All right, 3 trucks. So number 1, didn't move. Skill 3, long range. 4, 8, 4, indirect, minus 4, need a 4. So truck number 1 hits. Truck number 2 hits. Truck number 3 hits. So it has 1 point of damage left. Now we're going to go with the Marauder. Actually, we're not. We're going to go with the Warhammer coming out of the left here. Move the trees. Yep. So Warhammer skill 4 didn't move. Long range 8, 9 for the trees. Minus 4, need a 5. No. Disappointment. All right. So who else we got? Marauder missed. We're done with this side, so let's focus over here. All right. Well, thank you for checking out this battle report. The number one emphasis that I wanted to share is that list building, availability of units, experience, and having a game plan that survives contact with the enemy. Murphy's Law says no plan survives contact with the enemy. My plan did. I saw the terrain, I saw my objectives, I had an effective strategy to intimidate and push my opponent back, ambush a couple of his elements, as well as my indirect fire had spotters, meaning that I could pepper and destroy all of the buildings turn 1 and 2 and pull back by turn 3, effectively reducing the game from 2 hours to an hour and a half, even though I'm still teaching, and inflict as much damage on my opponent. The thing is that Tim will grow as a player soon. If he has 40K experience and he's played tournaments and he understands tactics, those same tactics will work with Alpha Strike. It's just getting his hands on tanks, fighters, bombers, other units, and being able to understand how to apply the pressure. That's the number one thing that he did not understand how to do. So effectively, he will be a very powerful opponent in about 6 months to a year. He needs to play with other people and see what I taught him and apply it to other games. So I'm looking forward to the opportunities to play more with Tim. And then I want to go infantry, tank heavy, less mechs, and make him chase me around some more. So thanks for watching. Always like, comment, subscribe. See y'all in the next video.